Hi, everybody. So, Unsettled-What We Leave Behind is not a brand new idea of mine. It's actually one I had back in 2019. I actually went ahead and self-published a little book, and just to see what it would look like and to give a general idea of what the project would be. Surprisingly enough, I did have some people interested in the book. I ended up selling 3 or 4 copies of it and sending them to the US and to Canada, so that was kind of exciting. I thought it might be fun to put the book up in a video format and narrate the pages. Now, a little caveat: I am no narrator, so I apologize in advance for any heavy breathing or mispronunciations or stumbles or stutters. I'm no pro, but these are my words. These are little captions I created for each and every page, and hopefully they'll tell a little story and spark a little bit of interest in you and give a little indication what I hope for the new Unsettled to be all about. So let's begin. Page 1. Every evening she would stand at the window waiting for the boats to come back into the harbor. After supper each evening was time for tea and the news. No words were spoken in the house but for those coming from the radio. It was as if church was in session. In many ways, it was. As her hand hit the bottom rail, she wondered, not for the first time, what did she do to deserve this life? Come spring, the house will be painted. Often, the same color paint could be seen dotting the harbor as the boats hit the seas. The watch never ended. Through the years, countless days, it never ended. The end is never when it's expected, he thought, as he laid back into his bed. It's never when you think it will be. There was always jam at Nan's house, on homemade bread. It was the one constant. It comforted us. Next weekend, we always said. Next weekend we would go back home. We always said that. The day came that always comes, when the door opens for the final time. He knew this as he walked away, bag in hand. Looking back, he could have sworn the curtains and blinds were closed. What mattered was they would return. They would come home to the place they knew. It was foolish to think otherwise. First she heard the glass break, then she heard the excited sound of children running and laughing. Of course, they knew the home was empty. They never came back, though. They never returned. Often she would sit on the porch with her knitting in her lap while the young ones ran through the yard. Nothing was ever the same after that, he would think, as he stared across the land. There was nothing more to do, really, nothing left to say. He knew, always, that the laughter would fade and the life they lived would fade along with it. It was still a shock, though. It was still something that rattled him even now. He never expected it would happen so fast, yet it seemed it was an eternity. The end. So, folks, like I said, not the best of narrations, but I just wanted to put something up there that would give a little indication, again, what the larger project, what I'm looking for. I want it to be about the stories behind the photos and tell a little story along with it as a narrative. And hopefully, like I said, this will help give a better idea of what the project is, and hopefully it'll generate some interest and make you excited about the book coming out, hopefully in fall of 2021. And if you haven't yet, why don't you check out my Kickstarter? I sure could use your support to help me get on the road and make this project a reality. I'll just put the link down below here in the YouTube video, and you can check that out. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.